Restarting podcast in 5, 4. All right. So what's up, everybody? This is Sack 420 Taylor. Boss Ledford 420. I forgot my name. And I'm sitting here with a good buddy of mine who happens to be my roommate. And we'll leave that a mystery for now. So I wanted to do a podcast for two reasons. Number one, I haven't done one in a while, and I honestly don't give a shit about followers. I like doing these podcasts because they're fun to do, and if I do end up getting a following at some point in the future, well, I'm going to do my best to use that. By the powers of good and grace, I shall donate some money, or I don't know. I'll do something wholesome. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So if you are listening, thank you for listening. I do give a shit about you. But don't even hit subscribe. Don't hit like. Don't do it. Fucking don't do it. If you hate this podcast. But if you like this podcast, I don't want to tell you what to do. But I'll tell you what not to do. All right. So with all that out of the way, I want to give a shout out to, hopefully, a potential guest in the future, Mr. Ken the Crypto from 100X Coin. I got to give a shout out to you, brother, because I ran into you today at one of our favorite places to drink tea together with our friends, and we both happened to be at the same place in the same time. And so I gave it some thought, and I'm like, you know what? The last episode I tried to do was about crypto. I think I'm going to roll with it and do a podcast tonight, regardless of whether or not it sucks. So yeah, thank you, Ken. Thank you very much. You're a gentleman I'd like to get to know, and hopefully your knowledge and expertise will rub off on me one day. So with all that said, happy 420. It is not 420 today, or even right now at this hour, but I've got a dab ready to go, and I think I'm going to yabba-dabba-do. I'm going to Dr. Doolittle a dab. This is why I need you here. Just you laughing is like getting me motivated. It's like affirming. I get to see you laugh at my jokes, and then I'm like 10,000% more likely to make another joke. 10,000. You know what 10,000 is, right? It's over 9,000. Making all these Dragon Ball references today. So I got a nice hot nectar collector ready to go. I'm just gonna do a little dab. Don't even worry. Then I'm gonna get into the juicy deets of all the crypto things I got going on. All right, we're done. Just kidding. Hold on. I don't want to do it too big of it. Yeah. Well, that was good. Alrighty. So, yeah. It's Freeform Media. Welcome to the podcast. If this is your first episode listening, my name is Taylor, Sack 420 Boss. And I do this for fun, for shits and giggles. I like comedy. I like crypto. I like cannabis. I like kava. And that's generally what these podcasts are about. So if you're about any of those things, keep on listening. So let's see. I got some charts for you. Let's pull up some charts, shall we? Big shout out to Bill Burr. If it wasn't for your wacky ass, you big red ape, I wouldn't be as comfortable being a fucking weirdo with a microphone. So thank you, Bill, for being a weirdo with a fucking microphone and making me feel okay with being a weirdo on the fucking microphone. You know what I like about Bill Burr, mystery guest? His willingness to get into character when he's doing his Monday and his Thursday podcast. By the way, Bill Burr, if you're listening, which I highly doubt, I'm not worth your time. Don't fuck with me. I still need some years on my belt. But one day, Bill, one day, hopefully I'll get to, get your autograph or something at a meet and greet. That'd be all right. I'll settle for that. So with all that said, here's some Cryptothangs. I'm going to start off with this little introduction here. I use Trust Wallet, which you'll probably be able to deduce from these images. Here's a good look at the cryptos that I'm investing in at this time. As you can see, on the top of the chart, I've got Bonus Cake, Ikomi, Burn Doge, Hodl 2.0, Baby Doge. I forgot what this one's called. Not Market Moon. It's Market something else. Daddy Doge, Thorium. Boop. I got Starmon, Golden Doge, Thunder Cake, Thunder BNB, Baby Cake, iFi, however you pronounce that. I got 379,213 boobs. Do you see this? Do you see that? How many boobs I got? Imagine that many titties, mystery guest. Imagine an alien from outer space with that many titties. Okay, moving right along. Dux Doge, and then on the bottom end I got... most of these are on the smart chain blockchain. I'm going to get into blockchain here in a second. But I just wanted to give you guys a look to see what I had in this particular wallet. This is my short sell wallet, so this is all the altcoins that I invest in. And maybe within a week to a month, I'll expect to spike, and I'll hedge from that and yield farm in that manner. So with all that said, mystery guest, do you have any questions? I don't think he has any questions. So, yeah, I'm a little stoned. I'm trying to keep on track here. So here's my prediction. Those cryptos I just showed you, when I took a picture of those, like, I don't know, 2 days ago, the value of all those cryptos was a total of like $1,900. Today, the value of those cryptos, without buying or selling any of them, is about $1,400 last I checked. So I'm actually in the negative. But I want to explain to you guys why being in the negative is not a bad thing. Being in the negative just means, if you look at your charts for a particular crypto, it just means it's the best time to buy in. Especially if you know that crypto is reliable. If you're looking at something like Ethereum and you see that chart dip as far down as it possibly ever has, it's probably a good time to buy in. You all right? Yeah. If you're new to crypto, this is all probably very confusing nonsense to you. So let me start from the very beginning. When I came out of my mother's vagina, no, I'm kidding. So crypto, on a fundamental level, you have the blockchain. There's different types of blockchains. Bitcoin has a blockchain. Ethereum has a blockchain. My favorite blockchain is the Binance blockchain. Recently, the Polygon blockchain became very popular, and there was some pretty heavy percentage increases. Then let's break that down to another level. That's like a blockchain is like level 1. Underneath the blockchain, each blockchain will allow you to shard coins. So basically, you can take a fraction of an Ethereum and delegate that with a smart contract, which is basically the information that is given to the blockchain that determines like what the tax is, how the transaction is taking place, and which wallets it's going to. So again, on the top level, you have a blockchain. There's more than one type of blockchain, depending on your preference. And then you have your shards, which is another word for that is your altcoins, which are based off not very specific crypto. You know, they'll be specific to a certain blockchain. And I happen to use the Binance one. So most of those cryptos that you saw in my wallet, all of them actually were Binance blockchain coins, including the BNB, which was on the smart chain. Anywho, I guess on a fundamental level, that's what the blockchain is. And if someone asked me, hey, Taylor, what's the blockchain? I'd answer them like this. The blockchain is, there is a few different types of blockchain. It's a ledger system that allows you to verify transactions digitally. And it's very difficult to hack because you would need the bandwidth of like the entire fucking world simultaneously to break the system. And that's possible. It is possible. I can't say it's impossible. It is possible, but it's very, very, very unlikely to happen in like right now. It's not likely to happen 10 years from now. Maybe it could, maybe it will, but you know what? I don't live my life in fear. So what am I going to do? I'm going to invest in crypto. Don't be in the dark, mystery guest. So, shit, I got more things I can say about cryptocurrencies. I sold an NFT recently for $1,000, and it was sitting in my account for a while. It was the Snoop Dogg NFT that I sold, and I'd forgotten about it. I bought it for about $2,000. I sold it for about $3,000, and all of the money that I hedged from that went into all the cryptos that I just showed you, these ones. Look at the boobs. I have over 300,000 boobs. All right. Yeah, moving right along. I got some things to click on. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of things to say about crypto, and we're only 10 minutes into the podcast. I guess I could read off some of our sponsors. Andrew Jackson, the guy on the $20 bill. Thank you for sponsoring us, even though you're dead and deceased. If his corpse beyond the grave has blessed me with his presence, because I have a few of him sitting on my table right now. Let's count them. I've got 1, 2, 3 smackaroonies of Andrew Jacksons sitting on my table, and that is some filler conversation as I think about what else is relevant about crypto. Mystery guest, is there anything kind of losing it here, pal? All I need is a one-word answer, and I'll talk about anything. Fuck? Fuck. I think it's time for a dab. This is basically how all my podcasts turn out. I talk about a subject for 5% of the podcast, and the 95% of the rest of the podcast is me goofing off and doing dabs. But hey, fuck it. I need to start producing content regularly, whether it's shitty or not. Because I'm going to be honest. Bill Burr, I love you to death. But sometimes, sir, I don't like listening to your podcast. It just doesn't vibe with me. When you talk about baseball, I just don't understand. But that's okay. It's okay to feel that way. So I'm not going to be a bitch about it. Anywho, you don't always like the podcasts you listen to. Sometimes you just support the person doing the podcast. It doesn't matter whether their content is good or bad. You just like the person. You enjoy listening to the podcast out of routine. For example, Bill Burr. I'm doing a lot of fucking Bill Burr shit. It's too much.
What's up with you, Bill Burr?
I love him. He's great, man. Is he the
comedian or the guy that does the puppets?
No, he's not the puppet guy.
Okay.
Who is the puppet guy? I forgot his name. Oh, it's going to kill me. I know his name. It's in there somewhere in the noggin of mine. Maybe if I flick my forehead, it'll...
You should call this episode Cryptothangs and Bill Burr.
Bill Burr, give me attention. Ah! No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. I'm unworthy. Unworthy. All right, I need to get back to the subject here. Didn't I just say I was going to do a dab? Jesus crust on my pizza. I'm not trying to keep it kosher. About Jesus. That doesn't work. Kosher has nothing to do with Jesus. For some reason, that gets a lot of laughs out of people. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. It, lightweight, it feels a little anti-Semitic. You know what anti-Semitism is, right?
What are you talking about?
Fucking talking about Nazis.
Yeah, I know, but what does this have to do with what we were just talking about?
Dabs in crypto?
Yes.
Nothing.
What the fuck?
That's okay, though. That's the point. Oh, fuck, I'm not even recording. Just kidding.
Oh. I was like, that would have been hella funny.
No, I am recording. Hopefully my mic is still plugged in and picking up sound, because it keeps getting a little loose and jiggling out of the... it just jiggles a little. Ah! I just dropped my dab tool. It's all good, though. It landed on perfectly clean cardboard and didn't do any damage. I thought it landed on straight carpet, and my pubic hairs are just down there masturbating for months at my computer without vacuuming. I'm just kidding. I don't masturbate at my computer. I really don't.
I mean, I wouldn't blame you.
I'm saying this to my roommate, not you guys listening. This is a private conversation. This is where you mute the podcast so I can talk to my roommate. Can you imagine if you were watching somebody stream and that's like how it was? Hey guys, I'm gonna need you to mute so I can yell at my little brother real quick. You fuck! Do you have siblings?
Yeah.
Do any of them do crypto? The fuck are you doing on this podcast? I'm just kidding. No, my roommate is here too. He's slightly less anonymous now. My roommate is actually helping me tremendously stay focused on the task at hand because I need validation on my jokes. And by validation, I mean I need to see somebody laughing in order for me to have the confidence to just keep going without getting, like, oh, I need to start over. Oh, that was too gay. Which, by the way, I did a test podcast before this. That was pretty hilarious. What I'm not talking about is crypto, but that's okay. If you guys are laughing, deep down inside, that's what I really care about, is your laughter.
Dude,
And you can't spell slaughter without
everything you
laughter.
said should not be said on a podcast.
What did I say?
Like everything you just said. I don't know. I feel like you can be cut off in this sense.
No, it's cool. You know what's great is this is my podcast, and I could be a fool on here, but I have to be moderate about it. There's a such thing as going full retard, and I'm not going to go there, but I could. That's why I constantly stop doing gay jokes, because people are homophobic. People who are homophobic are just going to think I'm like retarded. Does this man not know our social boundaries? I'm a Christian. A man's penis should go nowhere near a man's butt. Nowhere, I say. I do say, good son. Again, I'm so comfortable doing this right now, particularly because I've been listening to Bill Burr twice a week, even if I don't like the content that he's talking about. If he's talking about baseball, I'm bored as fuck, because I don't know shit about baseball. But I still listen to it, and I still laugh at some of the things he says about people I have no clue who he's talking about. And I think that's an interesting aspect of comedy, is my own personal willingness, and maybe everyone else's, to submit to comedy, even if they have no idea what the subject's about. Because comedy is happiness, comedy is laughing, comedy is positive. And so Jesus. Now it's time for a dab. What's up?
I said, are we going to do another dab?
I'm notorious for saying that and never doing a dab. Or having guests over and just like, hey, you want to do a dab? Let me just heat it up and put it down and heat it up and put it down and heat it up. I think your lady has experienced that every time she's come over. Like, every time I've dabbed her out, I always light it up, and then I forget to... Or I just, like, am selfish, and I'm like, well, hey, you want a dab? All right, I'm doing a dab. Like a dick. On accident. I need to talk about more crypto stuff. Big shout out to Ari Shafir, another influence of mine. Ari, if you're listening, which I doubt, I love you. Happy Shroom Fest. I celebrated. Even though I wasn't there, I celebrated. By the way, that podcast that Ari Shafir did, just released, where he talks about all the nasty, dirty, druggy, sexy shit that happened at the Comedy Store, and where all these comics had their upbringing and their careers. And it was one of my favorite podcasts I've ever heard of Ari Shafir's. And again, he's one of those guys where I like his comedy. I like listening to him talk about things, even if I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. And half the time I'm like, this podcast isn't for me. But I always end up coming back and finishing it because, well, I drive a truck and I have a lot of time in the driving, so might as well. Thank you, job. Not only am I talking to the audience, but I'm talking to my roommate. So if I sound like a crazy person, I might be reacting to like a nod or like a subtle gesture of the hands, or like a batting of the eyelashes, or a grimace of the tongue. You know who Mark Hamill is?
Yeah.
He has nothing to do with crypto either. So if you're still interested in crypto, there's something I can still talk about. I actually have it ready to go right here. Oops. I can close Facebook. Off parole. So, thank God there's no porn on my homepage. As I said, I don't masturbate at my computer. All right. So, I really like this website, CoinMarketCap. It is very informative. A lot of cryptocurrencies have it in their roadmap. Usually in phase 2, they have it like, oh, we have to have a listing on CoinMarketCap. It's one of the places where you can go and view different cryptos, the fluctuations in the charts. For example, I'm going to go here to what's trending. And these are like in the all of these are in the last 24 hours. Aircoin has a ridiculous fucking gain right now. What does that say? Like 8,000%? That's times 8 fucking hundred. If I put $100 in there, bro, that's a $700 profit. Plus the cost of moving it around, which hopefully on the Binance chain isn't a whole lot of money. It could be anywhere between 15 cents and $15. But I've tried to move on the Ethereum blockchain before. I tried to move $100, and it was going to cost like 60 in gas fees just to move those. Gosh, I hope I have my inhaler nearby. It's going to suck if I don't. There it is. So yeah, I use CoinMarketCap to do my research. And while this is not financial advice, it is advice on where you can do your own research. I will also show you how I do my own research, which you're welcome to adopt some methods. So first things first, I'm going to go to trending right now and show you. I have a few of these, and before they started trending, I happened to invest in them. Sorry, I got this backwards. There's another section that I'm not looking at. There's trending, there's gainers, most visited in the last 24 hours. And if you notice, a lot of these are in the red, which means they have had some sort of they have had a loss in their value, but this is only in the last 24 hours. So I have a few of these that are on the top 10. I have Market Move, Sugarland I have up here. All of these appear ones that I'm interested in that I have not purchased yet. Market Move I do have. Sugarland I have in my list. TKB I have in my list. I have Thorium. I have Thunder BNB. Thunder BNB and Thorium are related. Thorium is a network where they call it Thunder because Thor, right? He's the god of lightning. So if you have Thunder BNB or Thunder ADA or Thunder Ethereum or Thunder Cake, you get rewards in both Thorium because that's the mother crypto that it shards off of, and you also get a reward in Pancake Swap Cake if you're familiar. So while you hold these cryptos, you're earning other types of cryptos. So if you have like 2 million of a certain type of crypto, you'll earn a little bit. I guess the easiest way to explain is on Pancake Swap, in the same wallet that on my Trust wallet, I have access to Pancake Swap. Pancake Swap has the Cake crypto, and I earn Cake crypto based off of like 5 or 6 different cryptos I have that have like a reflection reward program built into their smart contract, which determines the gas fees. Comes out of the gas fees. So I earn a couple dollars per day on Pancake Swap of the Cake crypto, I earn a few dollars of that a day. I'm really complicating this and tripping up my words. But yeah, so with all that said, I'm going to move on to how I do my research. First thing I do in the morning when I look at crypto is I come here to Spotlight. I look to see what's trending, the biggest gainers. I don't pay attention too much to the biggest losers. I pay a lot of attention to the most visited, and I pay the most attention to the to recently added. But I try to combine these two. Trending will fluctuate from new coins and old coins. Biggest gainers could be new coins or old coins. Same with biggest losers. Usually the most visited is about the same, new coins and old coins, but the recently added is the first one I'm going to look at. So let's see more. Bring. This is going to be in the order of how soon they came out. This one came out an hour ago, so on and so forth. You see what I mean? Came out a day ago. And then after that, it just kind of cuts off, and they will no longer be on the list because it'll cycle through to the next newest crypto. So let's take a look at the first one here. It's got a most recent 24-hour moving volume of 112,000. It's important that I say that. When it says volume, this is in the last 24 hours, how much of the crypto has been moved through the blockchain. And so when you have a high value of $2 million, that means if it's on this list, it means $2 million has been moved in the last 2 hours. But that could mean anything depending on how new or how old, how supported or how not supported the crypto is. So I wouldn't base it off of this, but let's click on this to see how I can arrange that, ascending or descending. So right now, out of all the new cryptos, this one happens to be on the new Polygon chain, which is super popular. That one recently that had a spike. The price of the Polygon coin went way up, and it's its own blockchain, so it has its own sharded altcoins. It was released 17 hours ago on CoinMarketCap, not in the world of crypto. It was released 17 hours ago on this website. That's an important distinction. In the last 24 hours, it has not had any gains because it hasn't been out for 24 hours, and it's gone -3. So that has a pretty high volume, $13 million. It's on the Polygon chain. I don't typically check these out because I like Binance, but let's check it out anyway. And again, this is what I do first thing in the morning, every morning, as I look at these charts, like fucking religiously. So, personally, I would not be interested in investing in this, and here's why. I want to invest in the dip. And right now, I mean, it's in a dip, but because it's so new, it's liable to keep going down and down and down and down to new depths. So, let's just say pass on that one. And let's go down a little bit and look at Project Dogex. These are the ones I like to check out because these ones tend to have some significant gains, like they'll go ×2, ×3, ×5, or 500% of the value will go up. So low price, that means I can get a few million of these coins. And it's only been out for a few hours. It's had some gains. 81, 16, that's ×2 right about here on the chart. I'm going to say that's about ×3 on the chart. This one's already been 4x. This one's already gone up ×4 in value. This one looks interesting though, so I'm going to keep reading. Dogex is possibly the first project that invented a first-of-its-kind trading mechanism that ensures our chart is always a higher low, with extra features such as fuel stop and golden hour. That sounds extremely interesting. Dogex it innovates with new kind of buyback function. It sweeps the floor. Whenever the floor is hit, the Dogex buyback wallet performs various buy transactions automatically based on the floor blockchain Binance Smart Chain. So it's a Binance. I already knew that from up here. So even though this one went up in value and 4x'd, this sounds like one I'd still be willing to invest in. But I want to see some more information, so let's check out the website. Project Dogex. Okay, this looks aesthetically very similar to some of the other ones I'm investing in. And I hate to do a basis of of visuals here, but it's looking pretty professional so far. They have their white paper, their tokenomics. It's a game. Here's their roadmap. Let's check that out. Phase 1. Looks like phase 1 is complete. Phase 2. Phase 1. Oh, there's phase 2. Derp. Merch store. How to buy mini game. That's interesting. CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, PSC scan. So they're verified on all of these, which is good to know. It might not always mean that they're valid or not fraudulent, or they might not rug pull or something like that. You never know. But I can always try to do some research to see who they're connected with. If they're connected to someone worth connecting to, they would make it apparent and tell you. I'm 100% sure about that. Roadmap, white paper, tokenomics. Take a look at the white paper. I gotta download. Tokenomics. This is what I like. Buy fees, sell fees. So basically, if I spend $100 on this, there's going to be a 13% fee tagged onto that. So for every $100, I'm spending $13 in gas fees. And every time I sell, I'm spending $18 for every $100 I spend. I'm spending 18 on gas fees. So that's how it's divided up. 7% reflection, which I believe is what comes back into your account automatically. Buyback, which automatically buys crypto off of your account, I believe. You have project maintenance, which is probably what the developers need to earn for a living to continue the project. And marketing, which advertising in itself I would consider marketing. That's probably going to be at some point a big bulk of their income rather than the crypto itself. And that's what's cool about crypto, mystery guest. I forgot you were here for a minute. Ooh, coffee. That was a lot of talking. Holy shit. I feel like I just had sex verbally, you know, like my tongue is tired.
Yeah.
La, 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 la. You ever, never mind. This is what sucks about saying jokes about women is like, I don't like saying jokes about women to like my friends that have girlfriends that I know and that I like really like give like they're like a friend, they're a cool person. I like them as a person. I'm just like, God, I can't even go there because I'll feel guilty because I'll think of my friend. And I'm just like, I can't go there, shit. But I can talk about sucking dick all day because there's nobody in particular that I'm talking about. I went from crypto to dicks real fast. All right, so let's get back on task here. This is just an example of how I do my research. I would actually love to keep that one on my list because I might invest in this tomorrow when I am ready to invest. I'm going to go back and do another one just to give you guys some of the routine on how I check my crypto. Do the same exact thing. Go to Spotlight, where you can view trending, gainers, losers, most visited, recently added. And here's what I find interesting about most visited. This is the list that I see right before something. These are always in the negative recently. And it's usually on this list right before it goes 100%, 200%, 500%, or in the case of Aircoin, those sons of bitches, where it goes 8,000%. That's crazy, dude. 8,000%. Is that times 80? Yeah, it's times 80. I did the math wrong earlier. If you put $100 in, that's $8,000. No? $8,000 back? Gee, sheesh. I suck at doing math in my head.
Yeah, earlier you said you had it before.
This Aircoin, let me show you how this one works, because this one looks all funky on the charts. Look at that. the fuck, right? That shit don't look right at all. But look at that. Look at that. So it was pretty flat for a while. It had a spike, and then people started selling off. Had another valley. Nice little valley right there. Nice little gain. And then a valley. And so since August, by the way, this coin's only been out since this year. What's the 6th month? July. It's been out since July 30th. Let's say August 1st. June. Came out, let's say it came out June 1st, a day before June 1st. June, July, a whole month it flatlined. August, it spiked right here. And then people started selling off because they thought that was the spike. So they started selling off. And whoop bam! Elon Musk came and laid his dick down. Sheesh. That's what happens when some celebrity buys something or somebody, and this is what happens when people just hack the fucking system. What the fuck is that? I can't even figure that out. But yeah. So any of these valleys are a great time to buy in. If you bought in here, you'd have hedged here, or even here and here a little bit. If you waited till here, holy shit! If you bought in here, I want you to be my sugar daddy. Straight the fuck up. I will suck your dick for that money. Look at that. Be honest, mystery guest / roommate. Would you suck a dick for $1 million?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yes! That's $1 million.
Yeah.
That's $1 million to never suck a dick again.
Exactly.
Just once. If you change your perspective, you can do anything for $1 million.
But who would ever realistically give you head for $1 million? Or get received?
A good friend, hopefully. Wouldn't that be some shit if, like, you had some male stalker, like, most of your life, and one day they just make it big, and they're like, hey, Hector, and I'm so really sorry for all the, but can I just suck your dick once? And I'll give you $1 million. Oh, wait, not that way. The other way around. Will you suck my dick for $1 million? Just once. Be my dirty little whore. And you're saying you do it. Just kidding. I'll stop. I gotta stop doing that. Alright, so yeah, this crypto's all fucked up. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I love it. And if it ever dips again, I'm buying in. Hell yeah. And look how micro the price is. That's like 0.000000182 cents on the dollar. So like if you spend $1, that's automatically, move the decimals over, you're getting a couple million coins of this crypto. Which don't mean much, it's just a number. You could have a few trillion in cycle. How much does this have? Total supply of like some ridiculous number. There's million, billion, trillion. There's 3 quadrillion of this coin available, but one of those coins is only worth today this price right here. So yeah, that's some funky ass chart right there. Let's look at the next one. This is more normal. This is abnormal right here. This is like, how did you guys hack the system for that? How the fuck did you do that? This right here is like normal. And I'm going to be honest, if you're looking at these, it's a little hard to tell which ones are going to keep spiking, but this could be used to confirm the most visited in the last, let's go to this next. In the last, go to 24 hours, 7 days, or the last 30 days. Uh-oh, it might be freezing. Well, the podcast should be good, but I might have to restart my browser and refresh it because it's not doing too good there, Bob. There we go. 7 days. Am I tripping? 7 days, 30 days. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I've got Golden Doge, I've got Market Move, I've got Thunder Cake, I've got Thorium, I've got Shiba Inu, But yeah, I've got a few on the top 10. I'm only going to fuck with those ones. Thorium, Thundercake, Market Move, Golden Doge. Those have what's been trending in the last 30 days. And I'm hoping to see some significant gains. I missed out on a few of them, but my curiosity got the better of me, and I am willing to take the long-term commitment to invest in these cryptos. So if I have to wait a year or two to hedge off of them, incrementally, one by one, over time, let's fucking go. Let's do this. Anywho, this has been nearly a 40-minute podcast, and I think that is good for today. Quick word from our sponsors. We don't have any sponsors, but if you'd like to sponsor this podcast, I promise you, if you're one of the first 5 people that want to advertise your business, Daddy-O's Smokehouse, then please contact me. For the first 5 people, I'll do free advertising for fucking life. That means you never have to pay for me to do an advertisement for you. Maybe a friendly reminder. Did you do an advertisement for us this week? All right. Daddy-O's Smokehouse. I'm about to get me some barbecue. Luckily, today I don't have to talk about any local bullshit, but if you happen to be from the same region that I'm from, check out Daddy-O's Smokehouse. They just opened up a new location off of Matherfield, and holy shit, the family there has been in our wonderful community for the past, 6-7 years. I'm sure they've been around longer than that doing their thing. I met them 6-7 years ago when they were out in the cannabis community selling plates of barbecue out to a bunch of mindless stoners like myself. So, yeah. Sponsors in the future, hopefully. This is episode 7 of Cryptothangs. Freeform Media, officially back for more podcasting. Please check out our Instagram, listed on the screen. I hate to be cliche. It's a new podcast. Help me beat the algorithms by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And then coming back and listening to it a second time all the way through. Twice. And then again, a third time with your mom. And if you don't have a mom, bring a friend. Anybody will do. Doesn't have to be a mom. All right. Peace out, y'all.